A good shout in this question is to start drawing the chairs. So 8 rows of 10 chairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we could even draw the second row. Now you could draw all of them, but we want a strategy basically so that we can try and work out the largest possible number of adjacent empty chairs in a single row. So let's say we're going to fill them all up as much as possible, and then we're going to try and get as many empty chairs or adjacent empty chairs, you have to say, in the back row. Right, so that means let's try and fill them up as much as we can. And what we can do is we can try and put people next to each other as much as possible. So they're either sitting on their own or next to one other person. So let's try and sit them all next to one other person. I'm going to now have to leave a gap. So 2 there, leave a gap, 2 there. Okay, so the most that I can fit in any one row is going to be 7. So I've got 10 rows, sorry, 8 rows in total. So I can put 7 in each of these rows. And I could fit 7 times 8, I could fit 56 people in. But right, we want to try and put as few people as possible in the last row. So let's say we go for the first 7 rows. It's going to be 7 times 7 people, 49 people. So we're left to sit 5. We're left to seat 5, I should say. Right, so we've used this maximizing strategy. Okay, that allows us to get to this final row and then try to put people in such a way that we'll get as many adjacent empty seats as possible. So I'm going to start again by trying to fit people next to each other. Because if I kind of spread them out, there's no way, yeah, that's not going to be very good. I've only got 2. I can do better than that by sitting them next to each other. So there we are. Now it might be very tempting, and I was tempted to do this, and then putting it here, like we kind of did before, to leave 3 adjacent seats. But if you play around with it, actually put somebody there, then it is possible to get 4. We can't do any better than that. There's no way you can get 5. They'd all have to be next to each other, and there's no way we can fit people in better for the other 7 rows. So that's, hopefully I've convinced you of that. The answer is going to be 4. If you didn't do what I just did, you might like kind of go the other end, I suppose, and put 2 people there. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And then if you put somebody there, it's actually a little bit easier in this case to see that you're left with 4. So in any case, that's the answer. That is like a good strategy for doing this question. Really nice question. Well done.